Alright guys, so in this video we are going to talk about spread and how this is very important with your trading. So as always, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below on what you think. So the very first thing, guys, is obviously fixed spread and variable spread. So for those that don't know, fixed spread basically means that the price between the buy and the sell is always the same, right? So it's like it's a fixed spread, it doesn't fluctuate. And then you have variable spread, where sometimes it will widen and other times it will get very, very tight, and then it gets really wide again. And things that will affect the variable spread is basically news. The news can affect it, the broker you're using. These are all things that can basically affect it. So you'll see this on your trading background, right? So when I say background, you basically see it on your platform. By the way, if I sound weird, it's because I have Invisalign and rubber bands in my mouth, because I'm basically reconstructing my entire mouth. But anyways, so variable spread and fixed spread, obviously anytime I place a trade, I always like to trade when the spread is the smallest. In your account, basically depending on what kind of account you pick, right? So if you pick like a STP account, a bonus account, you got like a ECN raw spread account. Basically, there's different accounts you could pick when you set up with your broker. And obviously, I always try to aim for the tightest spreads. Now, for those that don't know what a spread is, it's the difference between the ask and the bid. Obviously, for example here, say you're trading a pair, and it's 1.8866, and versus 1.8873. That's a 7.7 pip spread. Not bad, but we've seen a lot worse. And here's an example of basically how this breaks down. So you guys can see that I obviously use Trade Locker as my trading platform. I don't use MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, but this is basically my instruments I trade. This is everything I trade, and obviously I use an ECN account. And you can see right here the bid and the ask where my cursor is. You got the instrument US 30, NOS 100, gold, AUD NZD, AUD US dollar, EUR US dollar, GBP US dollar, NZD US dollar CHF, and you can see the bid and the ask, right? So if I buy this, I'm basically buying at we'll say for example, Euro US dollar. It's already highlighted in blue. If I'm buying it, I'm buying at 1.15972. If I decide I want to sell it right away, I'm selling at 1.15970. That's a spread of 2 points. Not bad. It's actually really, really good. My leverage is obviously 500. So my leverage is 500. It tells me the day high, the day low, and obviously the description of what it is. Now again, the bid is the price you sell. The bid is the price you sell. The ask is basically the price you buy. And then obviously we have our spreads. Obviously a good spread is 2 to 3 points. And the reason you see the spread such higher on gold, US 30, NOS 100, because these are obviously different instruments. Obviously, spreads can vary. It can vary from 1 pip, 2 pips, 4 pips. It really can fluctuate up and down. And as I mentioned, the spreads can widen. Spreads will widen all day, every day, throughout the day, especially when news comes out and it's like high traffic news. You're going to see a really wide spread. It's best not to trade the news. And obviously, your broker, depending on which broker you use, can affect the spreads as well. Below this video, I have the link of the brokers that I use and I recommend, so you guys can check those out. You can imagine a deposit bonus if you use my link. And then currency pairs, like some currency pairs have a wider spread. So you can see right now, NZD US dollar and US dollar CAD, the spread's a little bit wider compared to EUR US dollar and GBP US dollar. So obviously, again, time of the day will affect this, and the news. So, it's very important to understand spreads, because this is going to be part of your trading journey, and when to trade, when not to trade, based on if you have a high spread or a low spread, or ultimately which account you're using and which broker you're going with. So that's a quick introduction. That's a quick introduction to spreads, and it's good to know this across the trading platform, whether you're trading NOS 100, US 30, gold, futures, Forex, options, crypto. You just always need to know the spread, and always take a trade that has a very, very tight spread. So that's it for this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. Subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below what you think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.